Okay, let's see where I left off. I hope having audio is not gonna ruin the stream for anyone who likes watching when they go to bed, but let's do our best. So I think I was trying to add a button. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to add a button to the series screen, so that way when you re-add a show you've watched already, it can start from the end. So for instance, if I go to this one, which I already watched, and I remove it from my queue, when I add it back, you see, it does give me that option. So maybe I don't need to do this, then why wasn't I seeing it? Let's try here. And remove from queue. Aha. So when the last episode is different, that's when it's not showing up. Okay. If next release to watch. So I think that's where this can come in. I think this process should be the same. So if there is a last available episode, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is correct. This is the right way to go about it. So here we have the last available episode. So the next release ID is nil. But the last watched episode, the last watched release. Or we can grab from the release. This is a question mark. Okay. Oh, no, this is not quite right. Last of the episode. So this should be episode following last available episode. It's a bit convoluted, but so now anywhere we set this, we want to also set this. Okay, we break out of this loop. That should be fine. Otherwise we do this, and if that last available episode, then we go ahead and figure out what the next one is. So this way we have an episode that we can refer to because we're not actually at the last one. So that means that let next episode. Ooh. Sounds. Yeah, we're gonna always need these, aren't we? So let's go ahead and keep a reference to it. How do I want to do this? Because I want to make sure that, excuse me, I want to make sure that the episodes don't change in between, like they're not updated from the server, and that causes mayhem. But at the same time, I need to be able to get the next one. I guess I can have 2 branches, and that should work. I mean, yeah, let's give that a try. Let's give that a try. Okay, so if we're doing 2 branches, I don't want that to open. Okay, so let's grab all the episodes equals, sure, and then let it last. Oh, I'm dumb. So if there's a last episode, there's no, this is just no, there's no next episode. In this scenario, we can actually keep the last release. Let previous release type episode dot release. Make this a var, and then we will simply set this every single time. That doesn't work either because we're not iterating. We're just grabbing the last one. Okay. Else. Okay, previous release is going to equal. This is not first. Okay, that's an easy case. This one, we're gonna grab the last index. Last level release equals releases last index, and then we can say let previous release equals, so either releases dot indices contains last index, in which case, and we're actually interested in last index plus 1 because we want the next release that comes after it. So we don't want the previous release. We want following release. Then we're going to use releases last index plus 1. Otherwise, and let me break this into a nice statement. Otherwise, we're gonna use the previous release. Yeah, I think that works. Following. So now we can say if let that episode following episode equals anime store dot cache episode for following release dot episode ID. Then that gives us the episode that we want, and we can go ahead and store it. Episode release pair, and then the episode is going to be this, and the release is going to be this. I guess it's not guaranteed that there is a release shoot. Shoot. Okay, do I even need all this? Because there is a marking that says unavailable. So unavailable is when we have a next episode, but there's no release ID. So we don't want to specify the release ID. We just need the next episode. Do we even need the next episode? No, we just need the last one that we watched. So okay, so that simplifies things. So this does not need to be an episode release pair, it just needs to be an episode. We're only using it for its title. So that means that the episode following the last available release, all that is junk. We're gonna rewrite it. So we don't care about this. We don't care about this. We don't care about any of this. We're just going to... Okay, so we break out of our loop. That's our loop? No. This is our loop. We break out of our loop. We load let episodes equals... Do we just hope cached that it doesn't change? Because here, if the episodes change, then we're not going to get an index. And I don't want to do like a binary search. I was hoping the set could just take care of it. Episode IDs. It's kind of jank, but so we can map by ID, put this in an ordered set, and then we can, whatever index this is, let current episode index equals, and this can go ahead and do this. Okay, so current episode index is going to be equal to, first of all, let me get my ideas in order. Okay, so if we have an episode to look at, that's when we want to go ahead and index, first index of this .id. Okay, now that we have an index, reflet index. Okay, if the index, and then if episodes.indices contains current episode index plus 1, then we have everything we need to go ahead and say that this is equal to that next episode. Okay, easy peasy. And otherwise, we will set this to no. In which case we don't need to do this, we don't need to do any of this, and we don't need to do any of this. Okay, much better. So, let's review and add comments. So scan the cores in reverse order to find the last release that was marked that is available as of now. If a core is unavailable, use the last episode of the series. This will only happen when all episodes have been released. Should only happen when, or if the user explicitly doesn't choose a core ahead of time. Man. Okay. What are you complaining about? Episode.id. Okay. If we found an episode, then go ahead and find the one that comes next. Okay, so now that we have this, we can go back to our logic that's over here. And we can switch on that. So if if we have a next episode, we do something else, we do this. Yeah, okay, and then here we can copy all of this for this case. So if we have that, then continue from that. The next release will be nil because it's not technically out yet. The episode ID is going to be this. And then this is going to be the last. This is going to be the same. Yep. There we go. Okay. So, to recap. If we don't yet have a final episode option, go ahead and go ahead and use the last available episode to fill one in. And we'll go ahead and say continue from last available. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay, I forgot free run. Free run showed that option, but we don't want to see it for a series that we watched in entirety where the last watched episode is not that. Okay, so I have 2 test cases. Great. A sane person would have written unit tests, but this is all UI code, and unit tests kind of suck for that. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, I know I watched this one in its entirety, so I can go ahead. Oh no, I did not. Okay, we shouldn't touch this one. Okay, here. So this one we removed, re-add it, continue from next available episode, then we're caught up. Excellent. Over here, free run. So if I add to queue, continue from episode 17, last available. Let's go through that logic because that doesn't seem right. Sure. Okay, free run. Okay, so we have a series ID, we have a first core ID. Do we have a first core ID? No, we do not. Okay. So that's actually a good sign. Wait a second. Does it say first available or last available? Last available. That's only that one, okay. is really next available. But why do we have this in this scenario? Okay, let's check the code first because we know this scenario is not being used, and therefore, okay, but I saw this take a second pass, so let's go ahead and try it one more time. Just gonna remove. Okay, moment of truth. So this first time, we do not have a core. And then we called again because a core gets picked. Now we do have a core. Excellent. So let's walk through. First we're getting the cores. Now we have a core chain. Okay, so we have a core chain. This has 2 seasons in it. Fall 2023, winter 2024. Excellent. We're gonna go through them in reverse order, and we're gonna pull the releases. Okay, so this should be the winter one. Let's plug. Okay. Releases should have plenty in there. Count 12. Okay, the last index where the availability date is less than now. Let's just map them. I mean, why not, right? Availability date. And that's how they're sorted. Are they in order? 2, 3, yeah, they're all in order. Last index should be 11. Yeah, that makes sense. This can be a cached episode. Yeah, there really should be an episode, so that being a try actually makes sense. Okay, so the last available release. Yeah, that's fully good. And the episode is episode 28. Unless it has a weird episode number. No, it's 28. Okay, so something weird is going on down here. Oh. Break. That's what I get for overzealously deleting stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, that should work. And the logic is sound, but your refactor breaks it. Okay, so now we can go back to the winter. here. I'm just gonna assume that all that works because now we have continue for next available episode and we're caught up. Excellent. Okay. So that works, and then literally any other one of these should work. Okay. So that's looking great. Let's go ahead and check all the code and context. So it's going to ask for position when the last available episode is equal to nil. No, wait, why? This and one of these has to be nil. Why? What does? Why? Let's figure out this logic and then add a comment because it's clearly not obvious. We have a single start option and when we don't have So we want to show an alert when we don't have a singular start option and I guess we don't know what to watch next. Yeah, and at least one of those is nil. I would assume that it would be not nil. Yeah, this has nothing to do with. So we want to ask if we do have a singular start option, we're not asking. If we don't have a singular start option, then either this is no, or this is no, or these things are equal to each other. Okay, next release to watch, current release. These are the last episodes in the series, no matter what context we are in. The episode this is actually. This is that the episode following the last available one if the series is currently airing. And that's something else. We have the next release to watch. First release to watch. First available release to watch. And then the previous. Okay. I don't quite get what those are, but let's go through this. Multiple options. Why do these need to be? There's something going on here. Let's zoom in because there's something kooky going on. Okay, so let's take a look at what the history says. My mind is just blanking. Fix and ensure unavailable episodes could not be queued properly. Oh, that one. Okay, this was here from the beginning. Okay, lost the history. That's lost the history as to why. So then the only thing we have left to figure out is what happens. Well, let's take a look. So we don't need this anymore. I'm gonna open these side by side so we have a reference. Okay, so we have many start options. When this is nil, or this is nil, or they are equal to each other. Oh, I guess the thinking is when they're equal to each other, then we do want to show it. No, when they're not equal to each other, then we do want to show. But. I have a feeling that precedes this logic. So let's go ahead and see when this changed. guess I don't need this view. Just check the answers. Fix issue where the cube one is not very intuitive. That's all. January 31st. That was a year ago. Is that when? Oh, there goes Xcode. This is unrelated. You okay there, Xcode? Yeah, I know. Let's throw them a bone. Scroll the code. View screen comparing to older comments. Sure, sorry, we're okay, it's not the last commit that we want. Okay, that's where I added all this logic. I guess I added this at the same time. Well, I could certainly rewatch my stream to see what I was thinking. But I think that'll be longer. I don't think we need this. That's what I'm going on right now. Please, let's go through it. Oh, excuse me. So if we have multiple options, is this the only channel? Okay. Okay. Show an alert when we have multiple options. No, if it's not in queue is the first thing we're checking. Never mind. Okay, we check if is there just one option, then we do it. Otherwise we take a shortcut if we have a next release to watch. Okay, so we show an alert when we have multiple options and don't have an next release to watch. Have a next release to watch, or that release is anything other than the current one. Okay, I think that's fair. We run into this when showing the Q button for a specific release. Okay. I think that logic makes sense there. Okay, back to reviewing the code. Glad we caught that because it made no sense initially. Here we're scanning the cores in reverse order. We're grabbing the chain. We go through the chain backwards. We grab all the releases for the core that's last in position. We find the release, the first release going backwards that is available. We load the episode for that and we save it and we stop. Then we go ahead, if we have one, meaning we didn't just go through the beginning, all the way to the beginning, then we will go ahead and, what will we do? Then we will go ahead and grab the next available episode. And that's so that way we have a title to go ahead and use. Otherwise, the last episode is just the last episode of the entire thing, and we're done. Okay, and then if we don't yet have a final episode option, go ahead and use the last episode to like fill it in. Okay, and let's just double check because next release to watch. Yeah, okay. I think that shouldn't be an issue. Let's just go ahead and double check what happens if we were to click into one of these. Q. Remove. Sure. Add to queue. First available. What is that? Why is this the first available? Why is 17 the first available? Is that the first one of the core? I think so. But why is it not going? Okay, let's rebuild just to be sure. Because now I'm having my doubts. we're only going to click this after we get to the series screen, and then we can go ahead and see. Excuse me. Okay, winter 2024 for your, nope. Oh, too many G's. Oh, that might have been why I was seeing the wrong thing. Let's just double check. 28, add to queue. Okay, it's still showing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this. What is first available? First available release to launch. Okay. Oh, that's separate. That's a different issue. This is next available. Okay, I'm putting it off for now because we need to fix the alert. Okay. First available option. Episode 28. Click add to queue is weird. Okay, I think this one is good then. So let's go ahead and write the commit fixed. An issue where a completed series wouldn't cancel. Fixed an issue where a completed series wouldn't offer to be. Hey Siri, cancel. Fix an issue where a completed series wouldn't offer to be added to the queue in a caught up state. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and fix the alert because otherwise we're not seeing any of these options properly. I did it just recently. If I jump, let's keep the Q button. I guess we have two Q buttons. Let's go ahead and check. I think it's here. Reset position. Is this the same thing? I just want to double check. Reset to remove from queue. Okay. Excellent. Not at all related. let's open up the Q button over here and copy over the presentation. Okay, no informative text. Okay, and then we have our start options. What is different between these? Who would know? Who would know? Okay. So let all buttons. Oop. This doesn't have the same details. Where is this used? Okay, I think we sort them. Here we just care about the action. So this has something to do with this. Okay, let's do it this way. Map. Here we just care about the button info. We don't really care about anything else anymore. Yeah, because we needed the ID. Okay, yeah, I guess I see the logic there. But in this case, we just want to map them to simpler objects with a title, $0 title, action, $0 action. Okay, and then if we have this dot map share. Okay, now that we have all the buttons, if there are more than 6 buttons, or you can flip them for button. I don't think there are ever going to be more than 6 options, so maybe we're good to not do all this crazy stuff. Alert.add button dot or button dot title. Okay, cancel. And now we check. So button index is that. If all buttons indices is that. Okay. And then I think we just do them, right? Just add to queue and then action. Action. Value type order dictionary option buttons. Value. Map. I guess it's worth checking. How many options can we possibly have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can have exactly 6. It's perfect. What? This, unlike the history button, there can only be 6 queue options. So no need to reverse this one. Okay, let's give that a try. I'm gonna check with free run again because that seems to have been the one where it was most obvious. Okay. Start 1. Continue from next available website. Excellent. Love to see it. Ooh. Okay. Starting episode 1. There's no releases. Starting episode 17. It's first available. Okay, that's the check next. Continue from episode 20. That's the last one that we quote unquote marked as watched, so was 19, so that makes sense. Starting episode 28, that's where we are. Continue from next available episode. Now we're caught up. I love it. Okay. Fix an issue where the Q button would not show on options on Congress. Let's tick off our to-do list. Spell my shortcuts. Okay, let's take a look at this one. We really did. This I did. We really got a lot done for this release. I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a little bit, but I ended up fixing like absolutely everything I could find. And added a watch history. So yeah, quite a lot. So. The first available is what on earth is that? Why are we limited to the current season? I'm willing to bet it's because we didn't have the utilities that we had back then. Okay, first available. What is this one? First release to watch. So, when this and this changes... So, we get the series ID, we get the first core ID. Okay, the first release to watch, we just kick it off and grab that, that looks fine. Okay, that's pretty clear because we're limited by the core ID. So let core, I guess let me just copy it. Why actually get better at typing when you can just copy, right? It's not going to be the hot take of the century with all the AI stuff. It's like you're never going to get better if you just rely on it. And here, what am I doing? I'm just copying code that I know I wrote before because I refuse to let my brain figure it out a second time. Core chain, and then we can just grab the first. Okay, and then unlike we're doing it in reverse, we're just going to do it in order this time. Do we need to do it in order? Or no, we just grab. I guess if there's no releases. Yeah, it's technically possible. Okay, so for core in core chain dot values. Okay, so this is a core. Let releases equals that. Okay. If our let first equals releases dot first, else continue. Okay, and then so now we have a first released. They are in order, so if this one is unavailable, none of them will be. Yeah, so if let and we'll break. We need to break. There's no fixing it. No improvements that can be made. Okay, so if we have a first release, then we need to check, is it available? Is the first available release. Break. I think a card else continue is probably the better option. Okay, and then this is a second card. I want to make sure that the availability date is before now, and then here we can go ahead and do this logic. Okay, so this should go and grab the first release of the chain. Winter 2024, Freerin, all the way to the bottom, add to queue. Why is it still giving me 17? What's going on? Okay. If you want to play that way, I will set a breakpoint. Okay, so we have our core chain. Core chain should have two things. Of course, nothing is working. This should be winter 2024, okay. Oh, I'm dumb. It's because we did not update this. Don't need the breakpoint anymore. There, all the way down. Click, click. Start from 17. Okay. For the 17th time, we will go through this properly. Click. Okay, that's gonna load now. Don't really need that. I hate async await when it comes to breakpoints. It just does not work. Okay, so the core chain has two things. The first core has fall 2023. Okay. We're loading the releases for fall 2023. Let's just go ahead and set that. Okay, releases. 16 episodes. This is number 1. Okay, the availability date should be, oh, definitely before now. And it's because I forgot to break. I'm always thwarted by refactoring, it seems. Okay, this should start on episode 1, continue from 20, start on 28, or continue from next available episode. Yeah, okay, that's much better. Okay, fixed an issue. It's pretty clear, I tell myself, when I inevitably am going to re-struggle checking it again. But that's for future me. So fix an issue where adding to queue would suggest the first release of the core rather than the first release of the series, when all episodes are otherwise available. Okay. Now for this last one, I need to think a little bit. So, which episode are you on? It's no clear, like, obvious way to know. What I was thinking of doing, I guess there is an obvious way to know. Let's take a current thing. I'm right here because I didn't watch any of these. But if you're rewatching, that's not super useful. I guess we can show the arrow on there. And then it's like, hey, you were here. Sorry. And then it's like, hey, you were on this episode. That should be fine. Or I show another icon right here or right here. I don't want to put it right here because everything gets wonky when you have the cells set up. So yeah, I guess like right here. Because, okay, and that also makes sense because when you have your queue items, or the things that are in your queue, like, that's where the queue thing shows up. Like, this is in your queue. And therefore it makes sense that when you're looking at this, it should show where the queue thing is. Right? That makes sense to me. So let's do that. When do we want to show it? We want to show it when the next available release. Oh, that gets complicated. Does it get complicated? Because in the listing, I guess here, let's take a situation that will cause complications. So Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is available via Crunchyroll and Netflix. I'm able to show the watch status because it's keyed per episode. That makes sense. I believe all these episodes have loaded their releases anyways. So it's just a question of seeing if, hey, does the queue thing, does the list of releases contain the queue next release? And if it does, we show an icon. So in this case, we show it there. Okay, so we're gonna need a few things. I don't know what that is. Last watch badge. Okay, that's our template, and then we want the episode info. I don't think we need it for any other screen, it's just for these episode things. Episode row view. There's only one kind. Excellent, excellent. Here we have the current release and all the releases. As easy as you could think about it. And we can make this even simpler. Is next in queue. Just loading it the dumb way. Is next in queue is equal to change. Well, the whole point was anime store dot queue dot hallucinations. Actually, no. Okay, we just went over this. The queue does not have available. Okay, the queue does not have. It does have a next episode. What is next episode defined as? Unchange of queue position. Queue position is just that. Okay. And we start that next episode for queue position. So we don't need to release things. Is next queue is going to equal to anime store __q. Series lookup series.id. Distractions aside, anime q.q.series lookup series id dot. Okay, that's optional. We want the next episode dot id equals episode dot id. There we go. It's as simple as that. So we don't need that. Don't need that. The thumbnail is the thing that's going to have our overlay. So top leading. So, okay. Struct episode badge. Okay, this is a string, and the rest are just colors, right? Color, optional color, and double. Color. 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 Yeah, I decided I don't need this. I'm just gonna copy it. Okay, the image name is going to be point. I mean, kind of do want the background. Alright, let's try it, and then if if we hate it, we remove it. It's that easy. Okay, and then this is just gonna be arrow.forwards.circle.fill. That's a symbol. Arrow.forward.circle.fill. Yeah, I like this one better. Oh, and the size. Okay, this should show up now. Oops. Oopsies. If is next. If it's next in the queue, then we get all that. So let's go ahead and check if our icon is showing up, and it is. Okay. It's okay. Got some chaos in the room next to me. Oh, now I have fewer options. Oh. Okay. Remove from queue. And then now we can add it to a whole bunch of them. Let's say 20. And now it's showing up here. Excellent. Let's remove. Let's add it. Let's add it to episode 1. And it's not showing up. Okay, I think I know why though. Let's add an observed object. Yeah, observed object var q of type watch q. Okay, and now instead of anime store q, we can just use the q, and that means that we need to specify it when we initialize it. Q watch. And store.q. Cool. Yeah, I think that should do it. Thank you, Den.
Your chair is holding her up.
I know. She was so cute the other night. She was all upside down in the crevice of the chair. Okay, no, that's not what I want to test. Rerun episode 1. Remove from queue, it's gone. Episode 20.
Alright, so down here. Okay,
It's
let's
down
do an
there.
activity together. We're gonna put all the pieces in
Manage queue, reset to episode 21. Excellent. Cool. Okay, cool. This is working.
Okay. Reach in here. You're gonna grab one piece out. Which one did you pull?
Added. What do we add? Added a Q indicator to the most recent the episode list.
One more. Put it in. Grab a
Excuse
piece.
me.
What you got?
Okay.
Horse. That's a horse. Okay, we're gonna get to Momo. Okay, reach in there. Grab one.
I think finally I finished everything on my list.
There you go.
It was a long list. I don't think we want to do this. So autofocus mark as watched. So if you did open,
Which one's that? That's a goat. Yeah.
okay, so you are here, you open this. When you go to it, I'm not sure we want to focus here. I think we still want to focus here because it's consistent, and then the user can tab over as needed, mostly on the TV.
Any more?
And then here, I don't think we would need this anymore because I added a way to fill them in, and when you start using the app for the first time, it will kind of get you to that point quicker. So I think we're good there. Like for instance, let me find
We have
one that I haven't really been. If I say mark as watched, I can say mark 1 to 12 as watched. Yeah.
We got the cat. Yay!
So
Last one. Who is it? We did it.
so yeah, I think that's
You like to do it
good.
again?
We don't need any of these. Okay, what's next? So that way I can. Yes, finally, this is checked.
Can you hand me the pieces?
Okay, account merging. The thing I didn't want to do. Distributor icon, that can wait. Dynamic text, that can wait. Is probably a lot of work. There's a workaround. If you didn't know, you can always open About, and you can click this, and that changes the icon. So, I don't think I need a UI for that quite yet.
That's right, of course.
So yeah, that just means that the only thing off for this version is that. Let me move these into here. I don't know if this is a 1.5 per se. Let's just say 1.4.1. And yeah, I think this can be like I need it, but I don't think anyone is clamoring for it quite yet. So I can leave that as a 0.1, I think. Yeah. And then I can work on weekly releases, but I think this has turned into a huge release, so let's go ahead and prepare test flights for it. Okay, let's go ahead and build all of them.
It's in there. Okay, keep going, my love.
Two. Okay, I'll go through that list momentarily. I just want to make sure that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in the right version. Okay. Let's do the added first.
Which one's that one?
I don't think anyone cares about this.
This one's donkey.
Fix the size of progress bars.
You're done? You're done with this one? You want another one? Okay. Let's put these back. We gotta tidy up when we're done.
Okay, add queue. Fix an issue where complete series won't offer to be added. Queue button would not show up. Show all options. Adding to a queue would suggest the first release of core rather than the first release of series when all the episodes were otherwise available. Next one, archive. Okay, so let's prep release notes for the big version. What did I do? What's new? .4, which is version 72. Okay, quite a lot. Now to categorize. Just want to be able to see the build so that way I can start the next one. Is that enough changes, you think?
You did all that today?
No, all of this since the last version, which was like a week or two ago.
Okay. Not enough. You need more.
Not enough. I need
You
more.
need like 5 times that.
Oh.
Chop chop.
I don't want to have 5 times
Let me
that
go.
because then I need to go ahead and like organize them.
Let me go get my yardstick.
Please don't.
Just kidding. No developer was harmed in the making of this video.
It's debatable.
Mental.
TVOs.
Let me cut your nails. No? Cut your nails. May I tickle you? Tickle, tickle, tickle. What tan?
Beryllium, duh.
Do that? Is that what it means? Do that?
Is that sesame?
Are you saying do that? Medium? Minimum? Are you saying medium? Can you say tall? Can you say short? Can you say medium? I think that means medium. What's medium?
Manganesium.
Mingingum? What's mingingum? Medium?
Oh, is that the word we were trying to figure out?
Yeah, mingingum. What do you want? Where did your ears go? I don't see your ears
Oh.
anywhere.
No more ears.
Oh,
There it is.
I see your left ear. Where's your right ear? Oh, I still don't see. I think it's covered up. Oh, there's your ear. It's gone again. Now both ears are gone. Oh no, but they're both free. I see them. Hi ear. Other ear.
Oh, I forgot to start the next one. Silly me.
You want another activity? We don't have any more yet.
Okay, let's categorize these.
Yeah, I have to organize your activities.
Added a new open state for episodes.
After more activity. Okay. It's actually lunchtime. I want to go get lunch. What is that? What is that? Big pack of paper. Let's go eat lunch. Look, Emma just went out to eat lunch. Yep, let's go find Emma. We're gonna go eat lunch. Let's go. Lunchtime.
started, and with it comes this big cleanup. Stick this down here. Okay, the new year started, and polish update. Okay, what's new? Added a brand new open state for me. I'm gonna update these on the other screen because I want to focus on cleaning this up. Actually, let's just do this quickly. Excuse me. I wish there was a way that I could just like have 4 inputs and do it all on one screen. But alas, okay, Mac OS. Don't need to mention it. Did I never build for TVOS? I did, and I uploaded it. Okay, come on. What's going on here, Apple? $10:51, 9 minutes ago. Okay, I guess I'm gonna continue this later. gonna show up. It says it's uploaded. See, tvOS 72 uploaded literally 10 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Unless I got like an email that said something. Okay, Vision OS, Mac OS, Vision OS, Vision OS, iOS, Mac OS, iOS. Yeah, no emails. Okay, I guess I will just keep refreshing. So I don't know what else to do. Okay, let's stick that down there for now. Okay, so what did we add? Open an episode, but don't mark it as watched. So it's easy to remember. Where you left off when you come back to the app. Added new ways to mark batches of episodes as watched when continuing a series you've seen before. Excuse me. I guess I re-upload this because it's not showing up. Okay, says it's uploaded. That link was useless. If I reload, I get... And now it's not loading. Ah, there he is. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't showing up. Okay. So let's get back to these release notes. This is nothing. I mean, those I can come up with as we go. Okay, so the big things are we have that open state. We can mark batches of things as watched. Added. New ways to navigate through episodes. With the release and episode detail screens. Added more ways to manage watch history. Section to manage watch history on episode details screens. And then from here, I wonder if it's better to kind of separate. This. Watch says in history. Okay. Navigation. Added a watch this icon for when. App links. section. For managing watch history. Every episode. Edit tooltips. Just released and cue this. Let me update the test flight since it's available now. Okay, that should have sent it out to everyone. So I can focus on this now. So, updated the language. Info to be more usable. Updated release and episode watch buttons offer. Yeah. Context menu, open links. Fixes. Updated the release screen to feature the watch buttons on the bottom. Could have dates that are slightly off from one another. Fix an issue where opening a link would sometimes open it twice. Watch states could get out of sync when the button was pressed. And contact. Other fixes. Watch events. Series with an announced but empty core would not allow the markers image. Fix an issue where that was new. Fix an issue on macOS where watch status context menus were not being updated when first opened. Fix an issue or completed series would not mark the next episode as watched. that's everything. Let's go and submit. Okay, gotta prep new versions first. Form. At least this part it remembers. Okay, let's copy all of this. And then we're gonna tweak each one. Okay, Vision OS. I just have to delete anything that is not Vision OS specific. Okay, let's do tvOS next. Increase the toggle region. Okay, tvOS is good. Now let's do macOS. Okay, and now let's do iOS. And then we can start adding them for review. let's submit. I needed the screen real stay on my laptop, which ironically enough has more room than the 4K display I'm streaming from. All things considered, the app looks mostly the same as this. It hasn't changed too drastically, which is good because I hate submitting images. And sweet, everything's been submitted. Cool, let's go over what we did today. Is that a plushie?
Heavy.
It's a heavy plushie? Yeah. She's unstoppable now. What do we even do today? I don't remember. We fixed up the queue. Yeah. Maybe I can fix that. Yeah, I fixed up the queue, basically. All of this stuff. Just up fixing the issues. Nice.
Good night.
Night, niece.
He gave you a kiss? Alright, let's go.
Bye.
Yeah, you can play in your room. Let's go.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Little kiddo's going crazy. Okay, finished up fixing the issues I spotted with adding series to your queue. To one's queue and submitted.
Is there something I can help you with?
I don't know why Siri keeps going off. Tomorrow we finally stop running away from integrating web accounts with the app. See you then. And it's at this point that I admit, as I've been running off camera these past few days, to catch a child that has been running out of their room in the middle of the night. I've been editing these posts to Mastodon after I finish recording, and that's the point where I wave at the screen, but there's no camera running anymore. Anyways, see y'all